Hey everybody, it's Second Chance Adventures and welcome back. This will be the second last video of this playlist. As the title says, this is going to talk about what life is like after you had the gastric bypass surgery and after you had a baby. So as you guys know in the videos in the playlist, I had my gastric bypass surgery in November of 2022. Right now it is the end of March of 2024. So it's almost a year and a half after. And around the summer of 2023, I found out I was about 6 weeks pregnant or something like that. And at that time, I kind of just stopped because I thought the videos wouldn't be accurate with, weight loss because a lot of things happen to your body when you're pregnant. And I just didn't think it'd be very accurate and helpful. So that's why I had to stop in the middle of the summer. I wanted to finish it, but, it is what it is. But that's okay. So it's been a month since I had my baby. I had a boy. He's a sweet little thing. And it's the end of March. It's a month now. And here's a little update. So when I found out I was pregnant in the summer, I was 222 pounds. And during my pregnancy, I only gained like 9 pounds. It's crazy. So I got to about 231, something like that. And today, a month after giving birth, I actually am back to 221. So I lost all that baby weight and another pound, I guess. So, okay, that's cool. I didn't gain anything and I only lost 1 pound. But like I've said in my videos before, I would rather lose 0 than gain 1. Seriously. Losing nothing is just as important as losing weight because it means you've maintained and you're not doing something wrong, at least in my opinion. So if you're ever trying to lose weight and you weigh in and you don't really lose anything, don't take that as a defeat. Take it as like a semi-win because you didn't gain anything, and that's the whole point of you trying to lose weight, because you've been gaining weight or you've gained weight in the past or something like that. So like I said, I lost all that baby weight plus another pound, so it was just like 9 pounds of just the baby weight and fluid and all that stuff. I had another C-section, and it wasn't as bad as the first one because I knew what to expect, but it still was not no walk in the park. It was very, very painful. My body, I guess, just doesn't like pain meds because I still felt every bit of it all the way across, and then pulling on my baby. What was really weird is that my baby was actually really high up, wasn't in the birth canal yet when I had a C-section. It's really weird. So as I was getting cut open from down below, there was somebody pushing from the top and people kind of pushing on the sides. It's kind of like toothpaste it down to the bottom, when you like squeeze toothpaste to the top, except it's going down pretty much. That was very, very uncomfortable. That while, there's tools being put in there and people trying to pull something out, I kept thinking, it felt like a rhino's horn going in and out. You're on the medications and you say funny stuff, you feel all weird, freaking out. I remember I kept saying, man, it just feels like a rhino's horn. I feel like I'm on the Animal Planet. Get it out, When you give birth, you say some things, you think things, you feel things. It's crazy. So, you giving birth, you know what I'm talking about. They're all different, but each their own. Well, anyways, so a month after the surgery, here I am, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's been a month, healed up, I feel great. What's actually crazy about that is I actually recover really fast from injuries or surgeries and stuff. I had my surgery on the 28th of February, 2024, and I stayed for 2 days, and then I came home on like the 2nd or the 3rd. And 2 days after that, I was right back to doing my normal everyday stuff, cooking, cleaning, taking care of kids, playing with kids, just 2 days later after coming home. So some women take longer, and that's okay. But, I just kind of bounced right back. When I did give birth, I was kind of thinking to myself, oh my gosh, am I going to still be able to lose weight? Am I going to be able to exercise now? And when I do, am I going to be in a lot of pain? Because when you never exercise and you start exercising all of a sudden, and then like the next few days your body is in shock and it hurts so bad because you're not used to exercising, and your body's saying, what the heck are you doing? You trying to kill us? Things like that come up in your mind. I have not started exercising, and that's what the next video is going to be about. I just wanted to keep this one just about what it's like having your baby after having gastric bypass surgery. To kind of get back into that, It's actually okay. I thought it was going to be a really bad experience because, in my experience, the first half of being pregnant, I was struggling to eat. I was struggling to get my nutrition in, and I was afraid that my baby wasn't going to be healthy or I would miscarriage or something like that. It actually wasn't bad at all. Um, it was just difficult to eat, but eventually I was able to, with the help of my OB, we found some ways to do it and get it done. So that was okay. That last month, oh man, talk about walking nonstop. I'm just walking and walking because you're just so uncomfortable and you're hot. And no matter where you lay, how you lay, what you use, pillows, a heating pad, ice pack, you're never comfortable that last month. Oh man, if you're pregnant, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing helps. And you can't sleep, and you have a 2-year-old that wants to be in your eyebrows all the time. You're just like, forget it, just forget it. I'm not going to sleep. Y'all have a good night, because I'm just going to be up here in the chair, sitting in the chair, sitting up, because I can't lay down, because it feels like a ginormous animal's laying on you, and you can't lay on your side because it feels like an avalanche coming down. You can't lay on your stomach, obviously. So the best thing you can do is just maybe sit up in a rocking chair or recliner and just put your feet up or something. If you know, you know. um this pregnancy, I don't know if it's because I just wasn't eating very much, or I don't know, because all pregnancies are different. But this one, I was a lot more aggravated than my other one. I was more irritable, I was more frustrated. And, it's also because, you have a toddler, and they're just being toddlers. They want to be in mommy's face all day, and you're already uncomfortable, and you're trying to keep it together and keep a straight face for them because, it's not their fault you're pregnant and miserable and unhappy and uncomfortable, and it kind of makes it worse. Um, yeah, I was just more aggravated in this pregnancy. But it is what it is. It's just part of the experience. You do go through a lot when you are pregnant, and you go through more when you're pregnant, and you can't eat, and you also can't sleep. But I managed, and we got through it. And like I said, after I got home 2 days later, I was right back to what I was doing normally every single day. You know, um, I would think, now that I think about it, still to this day, that gastric bypass surgery was the hardest surgery I ever went through. Even with both of my C-sections together and the recovery time, it doesn't even come close to gastric bypass. That, I don't know. I've seen some people's channels when they talk about gastric bypass surgery, and they act like it was just a walk in the park to deal with. And I think, I don't know what they gave you, but it didn't work like that for me or my mom or a couple other people I knew. Like, I don't know what they gave you, but I wish I had some, because you're making it seem like it was just a walk in the park. But for me, it was not. So, but yeah, it was still really difficult going through that surgery. But don't let that hinder you. So, so after having a baby, it's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I think a lot of it is just premeditated in your head because you're so worried that you're going to screw something up, or something's going to screw you up, or it's going to really go downhill. And I think that just kind of makes it worse. So from my experience, it wasn't so bad. It was just like a regular C-section and a regular, coming back to planet Earth after you've been cut open, coming back to reality mentally, and just saying, okay, that part's over. Time to take care of this baby now. Okay, let's do it. You know, it's okay. It was all right. It's a month later. I'm still at 221 now. I have not lost any weight in the last month. Um, I also have realized that I am able to eat like regular food now, which can be a very tricky thing because when you spent so many years or pretty much most of your life eating and not caring, it's so easy to jump back into it. It's like any other addiction. You could go 5 years without alcohol, but as soon as you go to a party with some friends and music you used to listen to, it's so easy to just kind of get right back into it like old times. It's kind of like that. So I haven't been eating stuff that I'm not supposed to, but it's still there in your mind, like, hey, you want that, go get it. You've lost so much weight, you'll be okay if you have a meal of whatever you want. It's like, stop it. So it is difficult to try to stay away from that. It's like trying to be on a diet all over again when you didn't have surgery. It's the whole, I want it, but I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it. Stop taunting me. Why does everything that tastes so good have to be so bad? You know, it's like dating that bad boy from school, and it's like he's so cute and he's so awesome, but I know he's trouble for me, and I gotta not stay with him. You know, kind of like that. Um, what else? So the next video I'm going to be talking about is getting back into fitness, but I wanted to keep that separate. Basically, just to kind of wrap up this video is having a baby after gastric bypass surgery is just like any other. You know, it's my second. You know, it was fine. Mentally, I'm handling having the second baby so much better than the first one. And I think that's just because, you know, first time parents, you know, you're freaking out during pregnancy and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I need to change this about myself, or maybe I need to improve in that. Maybe I need to do this, or maybe it's time to go through my house and get rid of stuff and make it more homely, you know. And then you start to have those mind thoughts in your head at night that's knocking on you while you're trying to sleep that says, are you really ready to be a parent? You think you're going to be able to do it? It happens. And then when you do have that baby and you come home and you're freaking out all the time and everything is so mind-boggling, and then you start to think that I'm the worst parent in the world and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm so stupid and I don't deserve to be a parent. You know, it happens to the best of us. And then it makes you feel anxious, depressed. You start doubting yourself, you know, and then it's not good for you. It's not good for your child. That's how it was the first time. It was misery like the first couple months because I thought I was doing terribly, you know, but I think that's just first time parent thing, really. But the second time I'm doing so much better. I'm not going through PPD at all. It's like the complete opposite. Like I'm so happy in life and things are great, you know. I'm able to just keep on doing, and it's a really nice feeling to have. So if you have that surgery and you're going to end up having another child, or if you are already pregnant, you know, just you'll be okay. It'll be okay. A lot of it's just premeditated that builds up in your head, and then it just cooks on your brain. You know, the longer it cooks, the harder it is to get it off. So it'll be okay. It's just like any other pregnancy. And, you know, I think when you have a second one, you kind of know what to expect. And you think, okay, so we're just going to do like we did last time. It's just with one more kid and a toddler or another kid and your eyebrow at the same time. So it'll be okay. That's all I have for right now. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to be posting another video about how I'm going to get back into fitness now that I'm healed up, I'm not pregnant anymore. Because, yeah, diet is wonderful, but, you know, exercise is just as important to your diet as the eating part. And it's not just for diet, but just because we need to do it anyways. So we're going to get into that. Thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. I have other playlists if you want to check them out too. If you know someone that's going to have the surgery, or if you're going to have the surgery and they're anxious, they don't know what to expect, you know, show them my playlist. I went 9 months every day posting about how I felt that day after surgery, how much I've lost every month, tips, things I struggled with, things I've learned, things I've come to figure out about myself, improvements I've made with myself, you know, things like that. Let them see it. Help somebody this way. You know, give them some kind of inspiration and something that could answer their questions. So, all right, you guys take care and have a good rest of the day. Bye.